Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Brianna Lentz and welcome to Flosstube number 39. I have a lot to show you, as you can see. And I went 3 months between my last two floss tubes, and today is like, I don't know, 2 weeks. I didn't check, but it seems really fast. I think it's within 2 weeks since I last saw you, but I do have enough to show you that it's time to just sit down and record and share. So I want to show you, like, I can't see through my thing. I want to show you what some of my prep looks like, so that way I can start stitching on it and then show you the before and after, but show you how I organize some of my stuff. So the first thing that I want to show you is this was the first for me. So I know I'm moving my camera a lot, just bear with me. I have a quilting, cross stitch, and a little bit of felt to show you, as you could kind of see in my intro. And I have just a couple new purchases, just a few things, and then I have some Goodwill finds that I want to share with you too, as always. So the first thing that I want to share for sure is this. I have seen so many people make this bag, and this might seem silly, but this seemed like something really daunting to make, because this bag, you had to do quilting on the back. Like, you didn't have to, but I sure did. And so I did my first time doing these diamonds. And you have to do the zipper a different way, and you have to use vinyl. And I had used vinyl once before, and I remember I hated it. It sucked, and I threw the vinyl away, like, right after the project. Like, I just hated working with it. And that was years ago. Like, we're talking, like, years ago, okay? And then I decided, okay, it's time to revisit the vinyl situation. And it was hard to find vinyl, and then I didn't know which type of gauge vinyl. Like, everybody said buy vinyl, but they never said what gauge. And so my lovely friend, I asked her, and she said try the 12 gauge, and she was absolutely correct. Now, that was kind of a journey to find, because in order to find vinyl that was 12 gauge, I didn't want 2 yards of it, so I didn't want to go do it. Every time I went to Hobby Lobby, I forgot to buy it. Then I went to Joann's, and then that was a whole thing. And so I left without vinyl there. That was a whole thing. Like, buying vinyl at Joann's stinks. Okay, like, you have to bring the whole thing. I don't know about your Joann's, but like my whole thing. Anyway, so I got mine for less than $6 a yard at Walmart, and it came in clutch. Okay, so this is by no means perfect. I am learning binding for the first time. Binding is also something that I did, and I really disliked it, and so then I just didn't revisit it for years and years and years. And so now that I'm quilting, I'm like, okay, you got to put your big girl panties on, girl, and you're going to have to conquer this. Like, everybody can do binding. It should not be that difficult. Just, you're going to have to practice at it. Just because you're not good at it the first or second or third, maybe fourth time, doesn't mean you quit. You don't give up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to conquer binding. However, this is not perfect, for sure. There are a lot of mistakes, so just be gentle. However, this is my first one, and I want to do another one because I want to do it again until it's perfect. Also, for those girls that do the hand binding, like, hats off to you, round of applause, because that is some work. I am here for the quick reward. I definitely should have checked if I clipped on my threads, but didn't. So anyway, so I made this bag specifically for my Christmas project, but specifically for one of my other ones. And then I also made this. So this is my second attempt, because I just saw this online. I know there's a pattern out there by Patterns by Annie, but I didn't want to buy the pattern. And so I made my own patterns by just kind of eyeballing it, and I'm still not there yet. Like, it's still not perfect. First of all, I made it way too big, and that's this one. And it is not pretty. Like, it looks cute on the front, okay? But everybody, close your eyes. Don't be scared. Don't be alarmed. I know Halloween's over, but she's not cute. So we're just going to stay on the front, okay? And I made my binding way too big. But I did some things for the first time. I used my little snapper that I bought for the first time in like 8 years. And this is huge, okay? Huge, huge, huge. Way too big, but it does the job, because I feel like I put my scissors in my bags, all of my project bags, and I'm always afraid that my scissors are going to stab through my bag. It's going to damage something. And so when I saw these, I didn't even know these existed. When I saw these, I was like, oh, I want to try to make that. So I'm in this new era of just not overthinking and just trying it and doing it. I cannot, it's so bright that I can't even see what you guys can see. So we had, I'm going to go on a little I'm going to digress here. We had severe thunderstorms yesterday. It's yesterday was Sunday, November 3rd, right, Fiona? Yeah. And then today is November 4th, a Monday. And so where I live, tomorrow's election day. So anyway, oh, I got distracted. Anyway, so yesterday we weren't supposed to have really severe weather. Like, it was supposed to be thunderstorms, but nothing crazy. And then we ended up having like this supercell go right over our house. I don't know if you guys watch Ryan Hall, y'all, but if you guys have severe weather, ever go through your neighborhood, which I mean, I'm sure most of us do, but there are some of us that just live in like perfect climate all year long. You should check out Ryan Hall because he does really great stuff. So anytime that the risk of tornadoes is 10% or higher, his whole team goes live. And it's on YouTube. So if you don't subscribe to him, I highly suggest that you do, because he does other stuff like blizzards, hurricanes, all of that. He has millions of subscribers, and he has saved, I'm sure, hundreds, if not thousands of lives, people, thousands of money. Like, it's just, he's great. So anyway, so I'm watching him, and they're totally talking about where I live, like the general area. So we had everything ready by the back door, ready to go, boots, jackets, your backpack, because we have a storm shelter on our property. And so, if it gets real bad, then you can go and do that. Fortunately, I mean, it was pretty gnarly weather, but the worst thing that happened was our power went out. Like, our power went out right before the storm ended. Go read a book for a little bit. Okay, go get your Unicorn Academy, sissy. Anyway, so that was yesterday. Today, we are still looking for some storms. They're not going to hit my area until after 2 o'clock. So I am taking advantage of the nice sunlight. Hopefully I have enough good internet, even with the barometric pressure, to get this uploaded. But I have so much to show you, like I said, and I want to show it to you before I dive into the goodies. And I have some finishes. So listen, we're going to just do the thing. So anyway, so I did this. So we're going back to this. We digress and we're going back. And thank you to everybody that was thinking of us and reached out to me to make sure that we were okay. That's so appreciated and means more than you could ever know. Okay? Seriously. So yeah, so I made a smaller one. Where did I put my scissors? So this one's huge and it's still big. Like, I still need to go down. And then on this one, I forgot the little flappity flap that goes on top. But I mean, it does the job, because if I just want to put it in here and make sure that like the scissors that I'm using doesn't poke through, I mean, it does the job. It doesn't hug it good enough. Like, I still need to make it smaller. So I have my little samples right here, and this is with craft paper or butcher block paper. So I just need to go down more. And I need to put those in a baggie before I lose it. But this does match. And I love this fabric. I know I went quickly, but I bought some fabric at Joann's, which I can show you right now. But this one was my favorite one. And so I decided I'm not going to hoard it. I'm going to use it. And I really love it. It's just this, like, the nutcracker, but it's in my favorite color, green. I love this green. And then it was really hard to find a fabric that matched it. But Fiona and I agreed that this was the closest match. So I used this green as the closest match. And then I did, again, it's not perfect, but I did my binding for this in green as well. And I machine stitched all around. Like, I don't have the patience yet to do hand binding. Like, we'll get there. We'll get there. So let me show you. I went to Joann's because we went to the zoo. The girls and I went to a hockey game. The Tulsa Oilers hockey game had like this school day for kids. And so I reached out to them and I said, hey, I homeschool. Can I get some tickets for my kids? And I did this last year and I did it again this year. And so we had a really great time. It's a really great value. Because you got tickets and lunch for $15 each. So for $45, I was able to go take the kids to a hockey game at 10:30, and the entire place was filled with kids. And so it was like local schools. I think there was an Epic there, which we're not an Epic school. We're just regular old homeschool. But it was really great. It was so great. And so I feel like they had like the lunches and it said like homeschool Brianna Lentz. And I was like, we are repping homeschool today. And it was great. So that was my little thing. So when we went to Tulsa, I went to Joann's and I bought like $35 of the fabric. The gal told me when she was cutting my fabric that I could use a $10 off coupon. Otherwise, I would have gotten a little bit less. But alas, when I got to the register, they don't allow you to do that anymore. So I still got a good deal. Everything was 50% off. All my fabrics are 50% off. So I got this as a set. I got everything that would coordinate. So I got this light green to go with this green. And I have enough to where I can make binding, or I can use it for pockets or for quilting, because now I'm a quilter. So all these things are like little fat quarters to me now. Then I got this set. I love this so much. I think I want to make mug rugs or coasters for Christmas for my house, because I can have this out for not just Christmas but winter. So wouldn't that be so pretty? So I'm thinking like this will be the front, and then this will be on the back side, and then I'll quilt it like a rectangle, and then we always have hot cocoa or tea or coffee. And so yeah, so I got this really pretty fabric, and then this is the companion fabric, which is so pretty, and it matches really good. And look, it looks like snow. Isn't that so pretty? I love it, love it, love it. So I got that, which yes, I think I will quilt these into mug rugs or more coasters, maybe. Fiona picked out fabric. She picked out, I got a half yard of everything except for the pinks. So I got a half yard of the fox and deer, like the woodland animals. So pretty. This is what she picked out. Do you have a question? Oh, you're just looking. Also, Fiona, she did some sewing yesterday. Hey, Jolsey, can you walk a little bit lighter? You sound like an elephant walking through the house. Bum, 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 bum. Can you just... Yeah, sometimes Sissy does. And you want to know what Mommy does, too. I walk on my heels, so I sound like that, too. Y'all get it from Mom. So anyway, so she picked out this fabric, and then I'll show it to you in just a second. Well, here, look. Jules did this one.
Yeah. It's so adorable.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to make it so it's not upside down. It is so adorable. Why'd you like this one?
Just because of the doggies. And I love that one has a beanie.
Yeah, this one has the beanie.
I adore beanies. And that one is Steve-O.
That's Stevie, our dog Steve-O, that's for sure. So you want me to make you a pillow, right?
I can make a pillow, but...
Oh, you can make a pillow. That'll do. That's fine.
Mom.
Yeah?
You can actually make it a unicorn doggy. Book pillow. What? Festive.
Okay, well, we'll keep brainstorming, but you will definitely help me. Okay, and Fiona, you want to show them your pillowcase? Okay, Brent, come over here. And your hold on, come here. And then, oh yeah, it's
a bee.
Okay, hold on. Let me zoom out. Oh, okay, that's my hand. Whose hand? Is that my hand? That's my hand.
That's your hand.
Okay, so who is this, Fiona K?
That is Link.
Oh, you're not Fiona.
Okay.
Fiona, so who is this?
That is Toon Link from a video game called Legend of Zelda.
So this is Toon Link?
Yeah.
Like Cartoon Link?
Yeah, kind of like cartoony.
Like cartoon, yeah. So she likes Zelda a lot. And there were multiple fabrics. She liked this one when she picked it out. She said that she wishes that she had done the other Zelda, but she likes it.
I like it.
And yeah, so we did this. And well, she did this, and she did a really good job. So this is what is on her room now. So good job, Fiona.
Yeah,
great job.
At first it was way too big. Then we had to cut it down.
Yeah, we watched a tutorial, and I've used this gal's tutorials all the time, made every day. I'm gonna make it normal, but so I just trusted her. And girlfriend, her dimensions were not correct, so we just improvised, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah, we did. And Pinking Shears were our friend. Okay, so she did a great job.
We're actually learning about improvisation, yes.
That's right. Okay, I'm going to continue on now, okay? Okay, this one is also some of my favorite. So I got this one. I wanted to get a yard of everything, but I did that with Halloween fabric, and now I have too much Halloween fabric. But now I'm like going through this Christmas fabric, and I'm like, oh gosh, I wish I had gotten a yard of it. Isn't that always the case? Because look how pretty. Like, look at this. OMG, I love it. Okay. And I thought that this went really good with this. So this is just like a kitchen with holiday baking and gingerbread people and oven mitts and rolling pins and all the pretty colors. And you've got cranberries and not cranberries. Why did I say cranberry? Holly. You've got holly. Oh, you've got a little cake there. Gingerbread, peppermints, candy canes, rolling pins. I love it. Oh, and a crock. Look at the vintage crock. I should have gotten more of this fabric. I'm going to be so regretful that I didn't, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Okay, I need you to go quietly, okay? Because people are going to be watching this and they're going to hear dunk, 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 dunk. Okay?
Where's the clock?
Here, look. It's not like a croc, like a shoe. That's what you call that. You call it a croc. Like an old croc. Yeah.
It's more of a botsy me.
Okay, well, new wave, girl. All right, go on. Go do what you're doing for a little bit. I'm going to continue doing this. And then I got this for my friend Kristen, which I doubt she's going to be watching this. She loves pickles. And so I got a half a yard of this. I wish I had gotten a yard just because it would have gotten, like, given me more to play with. But I got a half a yard, and I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to make her something because I think she'll find this hilarious. And then, so what I kind of want to do is I want to make something with this, and then I want to crochet her a pickle, like an emotional support pickle that she can take to work, and then a pickle ornament, which I think she would find hilarious because we share similar humor. So yeah, I want to do this for her. We'll figure out something eventually, very like shortly. And then this was my, like one of my faves. So I had like all this like prim and really pretty. And then I was in love with this. I saw this online and I fell in love. And the kids did not share my enthusiasm for this fabric. It is pink gingerbread with glitter. And they were like, okay, Mom, whatever. And I was like, seriously? So apparently whatever I make with this is going to be for me because I love it. So I got a yard of this. And it's also glittery. Okay, it's pink with a little snowman. So I'm definitely going to be making at least a project bag with this. At least a project bag. And this would be super cute to back some of like the pink and glittery ornaments that I like. That's a good idea. I just thought of that. Anyway, so definitely a project bag because it just fills me with joy. And yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that is that. So that is what I bought from Joann's. And let's see. Okay, so the light is getting a little bit more dim. So here we go. So last time I showed you what I was working on. So should I show finishes first? Let me do this first, and then I'll show you my finishes. So I kitted up. I broke into it, you guys. The 1991 Daisy Kingdom. And I am so sorry if I hurt your feelings calling it vintage. We'll just call it nostalgic, maybe. But it's from 1991, and I love this. The patterns, I don't know why, the patterns just really speak to me, and I opened it up, and it seems really simple. Like, this will not take very long, and I'm very confident that I'm going to be able to fix these all into ornaments really quickly. We're just going to flash. Oh, okay? Really, really simple. Super simple stitching. And I replaced the Aida, the 14 count Aida, with 28 count white even weave from Hobby Lobby that I had in my stash, and I already cut it down to size, and I had really severe wrinkles, so I wetted it, and then I'm going to iron it one more time. And then what I did is, because it came in a pack where like it was just loose threads, like a Mill Hill kit, I went ahead and I have separated the threads, and I made my own little thread cards. And I mean, all the only thing that I wrote was, I wrote which one was gray. But these are the colors, and then I used an index card and a pretty paper from like a Christmas paper pack, and I glued those together, and then I just hole punched out like you would a flash drop. And so these are my cards, and I am so happy to stitch this. So these, I'm going to take a picture, but this whole thing will go in here, and this is going to be my Christmas stitching. There's also something that I wanted to share with you, because they gave me in this kit, they give you a needle. Julesy, good. They gave me a needle, and they also gave me red felt in order to finish the back of the ornaments. So I will definitely be using that, because why not? And then I like Aida, and I like to dye Aida, so I'll just save that for something else. But for these, I really, I wanted the more simplistic background, and I can't wait, and I'm excited. I hope that these little dots don't show through so much. If they show through too much on the white even weave, then I'll just take them out. But if they don't show through too much, then I'll just keep it. So now that I've shown this to you, I need to take a picture. And then after I take my picture, then I can start stitching on this, which I'll probably start stitching on today. So that is that. And I'm so excited about it. Oh, one more thing. Hold on. Okay, you guys are never, ever, ever going to believe what I found at Goodwill. So I went on eBay and I was looking up more of these because I'm confident that I'm going to finish these. So I'm like ready to go. I want to see like which other ones I can buy off eBay. And then I ran into the rabbit hole. Like I did not realize like this was such a moment in history. So there's a whole bunch of this Daisy Kingdom bunnies. Like there are panels, there are ornaments, there's tree skirts, there's aprons, everything. And so I saw in my wish list, I have a thing where you can make this bunny. Like you buy the panel and then you sew up the bunny into its own thing. So I thought, oh, how cool would that be to make it like an entire video? So now I want to do like a whole series on this because I'm in love now. Like there's a full commitment. We are bonded. I am bonded with these bunnies. I am in love. We're having our own moment. So did you guess? I mean, you can kind of see it. I cannot believe it. I had to go to Brahms, which is like a place where you can get dairy and local dairy and stuff like that. It's also a burger place. It's fantastic. If you ever see a Brahms, stop and try. Got great burgers and milkshakes. But so Goodwill is right next to it. So of course, like you go to Joann's, if you go to Tulsa, if you go to Brahms, you go to Goodwill. Okay, so here's a Mickey. I'll show Mickey later. He's special, but not as special. So this was in the clear case. Look. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out. Bear with me. Look at that. It is the freaking bunny. It is the bunny. It is the Daisy Kingdom Noel bunny. I am not even kidding. Somebody made it. And it was just sitting right there. I'm so sorry if I'm being way too loud, but I can't. I got this yesterday and I have been dying to record this and show you. Because what are the odds? And they had it all nice and neat behind a glass display. So yeah, this is handmade. And you can buy this panel off eBay if you are interested in this. I was going to make this. This person did a superb job. Look at her little butt. Her butt is so cute. It's like she's wearing, like she's got a booty. Like she is so stinking cute. And I'm moving around a lot. So she's got all of these adornments. I mean, I can probably put like a little button here. And then her ears, 99 cents. 99 cents. Of course she came home with me. So yeah, so she is handmade. She's got a couple spots on her, but you can't even really tell. And she is so well made. So well made. And I love her so much. This is mine. This doll is mine. And I am going to put her, I don't know where, but she is going to be my little buddy now. I started out with these bunnies for Jules, and now I am obsessed. I can't believe it. Like, what are the odds? What are the odds? So now I have to get these done within the next week or two. And she's just going to be right there, my little mascot, cheering me on in all of my little projects. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sit here right here while I do all my sewing and stuff. And she's just going to be my little, she's going to root me on. Say, you can do that binding, Brianna. I believe in you. Are we going too far? I don't think so. So yeah, what are the odds? OMG. So yeah, I am more than thrilled. So yeah, I'll take my picture and do this. But yeah, yesterday I found her. I could not believe it. So, yeah, okay. And then also we got this guy. We got two other things, but this one, let's see if he works. So it's a Mickey on a sled, and this was $2.99. Usually Goodwill has been like super overpriced. I don't know what that was. It looks like food. But not yesterday. And so let me get, this is like in the frame. Let me see if it'll work. Oh. He's on a sled. Oh no, I wonder if I'm gonna get copyrighted. Ben. Oh, he gave up. He says, you don't want copyright, Brianna, so he did me a favor. But yeah, so that's Mickey, so he came home too. So yeah, so that was, I got a couple other things I'll show you at the end, but let's get back to why we here. I'm gonna zoom back in. What is it, guys?
Mickey Mouse is the best.
Don't worry about it. I'll show you. I'll tell you later. Okay, so I'm going to do my two finished projects, and then I'm going to show you my other thing that I want to start, which you guys can probably know. So I had two finishes. Hallelujah. So first one is I finished the Thanksgiving string by Lizzie Kate, and I already know how I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish this into a long pillow, and I'm going to do something I haven't done before either. I'm going to fully finish it. Yeah, I'm going to finish it, I think, fully, and then I'm going to, like, I'm going to sew it all the way around, and then I'm going to try that thing where you turn it, where you have to snip the back, maybe, and then open the back a little bit, and then stuff it, and then I'll cover the little slit with wool or something. I might try that, or I might not, now that I'm thinking about it out loud. But that was my idea. I want to try a different way to make a pillow, because it's going to be so long. I just don't want it to bend like this. I want it to be as straight as I can. So I'm going to try that. But I like this. These are all just different colors that I had from Stash. And I like the colors I chose. I think it came out super nice. And this was really fun to stitch. I hope all my colors are coming out nice. But yeah, the last time I saw you, I think I had it to here. And so I did the rest of it. And just, yeah, a little bit every day. This was something that I really kind of looked forward to doing after, like, we have been so incredibly busy. I don't remember us really being busier. Like, we had like 4 or 5 things, like big things that we did last week. Like, we had to take a day off for me to, like, gain momentum. I was in charge of the Halloween party at our co-op, and that was a lot. And so, but we had so much fun. We had a great Halloween, really, really great Halloween. Oh, I have 3 finishes, don't I? So I have this one. I finished, last time I saw you, I said I just wanted to get this line done. And then I thought, no, let's just go ahead and finish it. And I did. And so I improvised the bottom. So once I got to length down here, the B length, I knew that I wouldn't be able to keep it completely the same. And so I just kind of made it my own. The original looks like this. And I changed it to B lengths for Brianna lengths. And it is using Manor Red, which I need to use for another project. So I'm really glad that I have this. Yeah, so this was really fun. So how I want to finish this is, it's going to have to wait until I can get my hands on it, because I want to see the velveteen. I want to finish this with red velveteen or something like that, because this is so open. I will either use other fabric like this, and then finish it kind of like this, or I'll finish it with velveteen, red velveteen on the back. So I'm not really sure, but I am very happy with how this turned out. Very, 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 very happy. I love it a lot. Those clouds are moving over the sun a lot, so I'm sorry if that's too distracting, but I really like how this turned out. I'm very happy that I finished the Thankful string, and I had everything prepped, but I knew that I wanted to film this video, so I didn't really want to start on those things or anything else. And I was like, you know what? Why don't you show some discipline and self-control and finish this as well? And so I did, and I'm very happy. Another thing that I finished was I finished my ghost. So I finished this one in 2021. This is the Bucilla vintage Halloween ornament kit. I did the pumpkin. And then I remember I really disliked that it was so flat, like I didn't stuff it enough. And so then I kind of overstuffed this one. And it's a little bit crooked when I stitched it on. But if I did that, it would probably work better. It's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. But yeah, I like him a lot. I think he turned out super cute. And he does hang really nice. And it's a little bit crooked, but it also kind of adds to the charm. So I like it. I loved making this. I loved doing the sequins and everything, but I definitely am done for the year. I'm going to move on to Thanksgiving and Halloween. But I really did enjoy making this ornament. It took me a while. Not like some people who can finish it in a day. You're amazing and inspiring. It took your girl a little bit longer, but I'm happy with it. So I've got 2. Next year will be the cat. So that is done. So next, right? What else am I going to be working on? I've got a couple things. I need to go grab one other thing. But I wanted to show you this because this was something else that I did not start working on because I wanted to show you how I prepped it. So if you watch my last Flosstube, I raved about this Christmas cross stitch book that I got. Better Homes and Garden Christmas cross stitch. awesome. Somebody commented that they had actually stitched the nativity set in here, which is amazing to me. Like, what a small world. And I said that I want to stitch this, and I do. So I am ready to go. I said that I wanted to put my threads in here, which I did, my little geese box, and I bobbinated everything. So I got my threads that I didn't have from 1, 2, 3 Stitch, and then I got these little plastic bobbins from Hobby Lobby, and I put my sticker on there, and then I made sure that I decoupaged it with clear fingernail top coat, so those suckers aren't coming off. And so I have all of my bobbins and stuff in there. I need to put needles, and I need to make another needle case, because why not? And then I chose to get 28 count antique white Lugana. I got a 13 by 8, so 18. So if I need to get more, I can order more. But I wanted to see if I could fit it all on that. So all DMC on not Ada, but on 28 count antique white Lugana. And I'm going to start stitching on this as well, which, like I showed you before, it does not seem to be that difficult, and they should be pretty quick. So I can't wait. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then in my last Flosstube I showed you the wooden what is it called? I can never remember what it's called. The crush. I am so sorry. I can never remember that word. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And then if I have time, I would love to make this doll, but I don't know. I don't know if I will or not. I'd like to, but that might need to be saved for next year because I have so many things that I want to do. So that is ready to go. I'm not going to wait to do my next Flosstube until, you know, like I'm not going to wait to have this finished before I do my next Flosstube, but I will be actively working on that, which I'm excited about. Let me go grab a couple things. I'll be right back. I moved the doorway. Okay, so let me show you. Another thing that I would like to work on is I'd like to work on Heartstring Samplery's The Gobble. This is not a big pattern. I don't know how much of this I'll work on before I see you the next time. I might just see you before I even touch this stuff, but I wanted to show it to you because it's before Thanksgiving and I loved this. So it says The Gobbler Lives Again, and it's hilarious. And she's got 2 different versions. She has the lighter version, and then she also has a color story where it's night, like it's on a dark navy blue fabric with white lighter threads. So hilarious. And then I already have a scrap piece of fabric for this. I'd love to do that. I got this for 50% off at the Silver Needle this past summer. And then another thing that I wanted to do last year, so I really would like to do this year, is Celebrate Harvest by Brenda Gervais. Because I've said before, I don't have very much Thanksgiving type stitching, and so I would love to be able to kind of have, like, my husband made me a bread bowl, a dough bowl, and so I'd love to have that Thanksgiving string and then these in there. So for this one I have this fabric, which is 28 count opal casual linen, and so I think that this would be a good pair for this, and it shouldn't be that long of a stitch. But it just kind of depends on how much stitching I get in the next couple of weeks before Thanksgiving. So yeah. And then I've got gingerbread cookie that I want to do. And then, of course, I've got, again, I need to finish this. I'm trying to do a lot of finishes and stuff that I've wanted to do since last year. I need to just finish this Mill Hill Santa, which I just have the beading left to do. And then in here I have, like, I've shown this so many times, but on this little Mill Hill guy, this is another thing that I could take off. I've got all the beads here, and I made the card just like I did the other one where I glued stuff together and then just hole punched it out. These are my threads. Oh, so I could use this for something else, actually. Probably put this in my little bin, and then these are all my threads. And then I made, this also works for scissors, is I just made this like little pouch, which is easier to make. So I mean, if I really don't like making those scissor things, I can just continue to make these, which might be helpful. So yeah, so this is all my Mill Hill stuff. I need to just finish it. So what is this? What does my progress look like on this? It is the Winter Holiday Down the Chimney. And again, it's on perforated paper. But I've got the little frame, the wood frame that I can try to do my beading on with this now. It's in pretty good shape considering how old it is. I think this is probably 3 years old too. It's like I keep neglecting it, and what a shame, because this would be so cute for this Christmas. So maybe I'll get that finished too. So those are the things that I would like to work on before I see you the next time. I'm not even talking about my quilting or sewing projects or crochet, because I have a couple things I need to crochet. But that is what I've got going on. So to close out, what I want to show is, I am still reading The Mummy by Anne Rice. This is great. It's a very fast read. I just haven't been reading as much as I'd like. So I'd like to finish this, and then I want to move on to like a November type read. But this was my October read, and I'm far behind because, like I said, I got way busier than I thought I would be, which is great. I'm not complaining, but I am enjoying this. So if you like Egyptology and all that kind of stuff, and archaeology during like the end of the British, not empire, but like 20s and 30s Britain, that kind of a thing, then you would like that. But also yesterday at Goodwill, I picked up a couple things. I just wanted to run in and I picked up a couple things because I just couldn't leave them behind. I need to take the stickers off. But I got this Coates and Clark sewing book. I collect vintage sewing books and things. And so this is from 1967. I didn't really need it, but I thought, besides the writing in here, which is such a bummer, unless it was somebody wrote this and, you know, whatever, it's in perfect condition. So, you know, you just never know. There could be something that you need to know how to do and you can't find on the internet, but you can find in one of these old books. I got this crochet book, which is from the 70s, I think. 1973. And so it's the complete book of crochet. And I thought it was cute, so I picked it up just to have. I mean, it's interesting. There's a lot of doilies, which I actually wouldn't mind making more of. It's a cute bag. I like this blanket. And there's a lot of patterns that people sell now, like on Etsy, that were just vintage patterns that they've made into PDFs. And so it's kind of nice to find these patterns in these old books and just save your money. And then I got Vanna's Afghans all through the house. These are some really amazing Afghans, and they seem completely achievable and completely like old school meets modern. Like, look at this. This is worsted weight chenille yarn. Like, this is totally applicable to what's popular now. This would be so cozy. Super pretty. And like intricate, like very intricate kind of stuff. Patterns that I've never seen before. And then there's some patterns, like I said, I've seen just redistributed with modern technology. So really pretty. I like this. There's a lot of ideas in here that I'd like to make. So, but my favorite one out of the whole set that I got was this crochet collection, a Leisure Arts publication. I think this was from 97. This looks like it never even got opened. 1994. So this guy on the front is actually a pattern that I've dabbled wanting to make for a long time, just on Pinterest, and now I have the pattern here. But they have so many great ones. So like, look at this crochet lampshade. I love that. Like, I want to thrift this and make this a mood. Like, that is such a cozy mood. I am in it to win it. I love that. There are really cute ideas in here. Like, look at this. This is a blanket. It's called Dandy Dinosaurs, but the dinosaurs are cross-stitched onto the blanket, which I've never tried doing that. That had a moment a couple of years ago where it was popularized to like cross-stitch or crochet, but it kind of left. But there's some things that I would like to see come back, like really delicate touches, like the lace edging on that is so pretty. So pretty. This is funny to me. I love that. But here's the blanket, Independence Day. So then they have things for each holiday, Valentine's Day, which I would actually like to make that. I think that'd be really pretty. Then they have a lot of like crocheting with fabric strips. Independence Day. Pumpkins for Halloween. I love this. Love this. Witch. Trixie the Witch. And then these would actually look good on my Christmas tree. Remember that gold that I did? And then they had a snowman, I thought. Yeah, here's the snowman. But it's with fabric. And I just feel like that'd be really hard on your hands. As much as I'd want to try it, I just feel like it would destroy my hands. But yeah, so I love this. I'd like to make this, definitely. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Those are my plans. I have other crochet plans that I want to do, but I'm not going to talk about them today. Oh, there's a bluebird outside my window. It's so pretty. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys. We're doing really good. We are going to do some homeschool today. We're going to bake today, and we got other things that we need to get going. But I'm so glad I was able to share what I've accomplished and what I hope to get done before the next time I see you. So happy stitching. I hope you guys are enjoying your November and staying safe in this crazy weather. And I will see you guys sooner than later, just like I promised last time. Bye.